I just replaced windshield wiper linkage assembly because it broke, and I had previous video showing how I did it, thinking that I really don't need to do so much of adjustment of the windshield wipers. I was wrong, so I have to adjust this, and in order to do that I'll get to the motor and find the home position, if I can call it that way. So I'll show you how to do that. I will need to take this rubber seal off, plastic again, in order to get the motor, disassemble it from the linkage and find home position. And let's do that together. Take the rubber piece off, and I already loosened up these nuts, both of them. And I'll need to take these windshield wipers by wiggling it a little bit like that. And I didn't previously put all these plastic clips in, which is a good thing, so I have easy access to it. But in the previous video I said there is 5 of them, 2 on a very ends and 3 in the middle. So here is the assembly. What I will need to do is move it by hand, take this nut off, 12 millimeters, turn it on, find home position, basically make this bar straight, and that will be starting position. Then I'll put the windshield wipers on the windshield in basic position. This nut goes off, and because all this assembly is new, it's very easy to take it away. So now what I'm gonna do, and I have to go in the car and then start the windshield wipers, have one revolution, if I can say that, and when is that revolution done, it will be in the home position. Then I will need to make this straight, and that will be position that I want. When I did the turn on wiper blades and they got off by itself, I shut off the ignition, and this is where I got stopped. So I'm thinking I will try this to take it as my home position, tie this nut, and it will be like that. And then I will test it by putting the wiper blades on before I put it all together to see will that work or not. I had to put this plastic piece back for better orientation. Where do I need to have my windshield wipers? I'm gonna time now and test it to see will this be okay or not. This is why YouTube videos are good. When I did adjust this, I didn't do it right. Basically what I needed to take off is disassemble it and then run twice my motor, windshield wiper motor, and which is what I'm gonna do now. To find home position, and I'll do it twice just in case. Shut it off, and then come back here, and not to move this bar, but I make it straight. And I can move it like this or that, but I need to make it straight and go on the top of this motor bolt. And I will need to make it like that straight, which will be home position, and then tie the nut, which is not so easy, but I will use my open wrench and do that. Here I will put my nut on the top very carefully by hand like this, and in order not to move to the position, I will use open wrench to tie it and keep it in the same position. One more important thing, when I did find home position, I could move this way, but I needed to move it this way and put it into straight position once I am in home position. So basically these need to align like this instead of going all the way here when we put it back on the bolt. So let's try that. In this position it's much easier to tie the nut on the electrical motor because there's more room, which makes sense. And I think, guys, you can learn on my mistake and remember that position of the arms or these moving bars need to be like that. So we'll see how that works. Okay, let's try one more time. I think this time is good, and it is. So that works well. I'll just make sure that all connections are working right, and that will be it. I was thinking to redo video because I kind of corrected myself a couple of times with adjusting it, but then I think it is better if I leave it so, because I fixed it myself, but everyone else can learn on my mistakes or figure out the easier way, as I did here, what position needs to be. So I hope this helps, and if you have any comments or additional questions, I'll be more than glad to answer, because this is important to have windshield wipers, and it's not everyday break that everyone knows about. Thank you for watching. Till next time.